have a little bit of time for questions. Okay, Vuyo, Dlamini.
Good day,
Please tell us.
Yancy. Thank you so much
Right.
for the presentation, and thanks to all the speakers that have spoken. I have a question for Ms. Kumbe from the Minister of Peace. I have a question with regards to the target that they want to reach in 2030. Does it also incorporate increasing the pass rate from the current 30-40%, maybe for example, to a 50%? So that the learners can actually stand a better chance into getting into University of Technology, because I know one of the requirements is a 50% get into technology university.
Marissa.
Yes, I can speak now. I posed quite a lot of questions, but I'm going to choose a couple of them because I think I don't want to. The main question that I'd like to hear about is anything being done to revise the school curriculum, because it's been the same curriculum for the last 12 or 13 years. And I'm sure they're running out of types of questions to ask in the matric exam, because what's really happened is that everybody's got socialized into it and they've learned how to answer the exam rather than learn the content. Just a comment, Elspeth put the fact SASTI, she mentioned SASTI. They haven't been active for nearly 10 years now. So we do need to revive the Science Teachers Association. And I would be very interested to get a copy of the Maths, Science and Technology Strategy if it's less than 10 years old.
Thank you very much, Marissa. Selo Mokoena.
Good morning, colleagues, and thank you for the wonderful presentations. I work for University of Limpopo and in computer science. I'm just interested to find out what is the level at which the Department of Education is working with universities to train the teachers especially, or what form of assistance can universities offer to the Department of Education, basic education, especially in terms of computer skills, computer science? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that question, Mr. Mokoena. Yes, Elspeth, would you like to answer these questions? So the first concern is whether the DBE will ever raise the pass rate requirement of 30%. Marissa, whether the curriculum has been revised or will be revised, and a few other things. And then Selo Mokoena asking about how can the universities assist the department, especially in computer science. Elspeth, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the questions. The 30% story. The work that we are currently working on is towards improving the quality of the passes and ensuring that all our learners pass at 50% and above. And the structure of the assessment, the way that it has been structured, such that there's a higher certificate and diploma and it's got all those requirements or specifics that they are currently working on. And the department is currently, moving into the next question of Marissa about the curriculum. We have started talking about, in fact, working on the review. It's called strengthening of the curriculum, because we're working within the curriculum that we have, the CAPS, and strengthening and modernizing it. And especially during COVID, we saw that most of the topics or the content was too much, that we ended up streaming some of the content, but then it created stress because we couldn't trim grade 12 for the lower grades. So what we are doing now, we are working towards reviewing the curriculum. We have actually started, they've appointed people that will be working on the review of the curriculum and modernizing it and ensuring that it's got 21st century skills, and they can be able to navigate especially the ICT space in terms of subjects for science. And one of the things that we have done in science is to look at what the diagnostic assessments are saying in terms of physical science, life sciences, agricultural sciences, and then looking into the GET phase, the areas where the support of learners is not being done very well, and strengthening that in terms of allocation of content and time, allocation of time for particular content that is crucial in the FET phase. And there are some provinces that are doing some little work in SASTE. And in terms of the universities and assistance with computer science, we're currently working with Karina with the TUT. They're the ones that have been assisting us, and I thank you for the offering to assist us, that we can easily reach out to the University of Limpopo as well, and partner with them and ensure that we can be able then to work with them in that regard. I think Karina can also assist with that. But currently we've been working with the Tshwane Universities or University of Technology. They have been working with us without any funding. They are using their own special funds that they have raised for research, and working with us in that way, because DBE does not have, we do not have, we're trying to innovate and do all that, but we do not have extra funding coming from National Treasury. So we're making use of what we have, and also working with partners to ensure that we can then do some innovation and modernizing our curriculum. I hope I've answered the questions. Thanks.
Fantastic, Elspeth. Thank you very much. Karina, would you like to briefly add to that before we move on?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, when we developing, as Ms. Kimber said, TUT has been very helpful for many years. I've been working with them in IT and programming in terms of teacher training and seminars and stuff like that. And I think it's now 2 years ago, we had international, they organized international webinar for 3 days, where we had Professor Raymond Lister, who is a world-renowned person in terms of programming. And also, I've also been working closely with some of the UJ people, and also Northwest University in terms of teacher training. They've got quite a good faculty for CAT and IT teacher training. They've started with another subject in the vocational area, the digital technology, and they are also now onto it to start training teachers for the coding and robotics as well. So yes, I've been supported by people from universities in the. Thank you.
Fantastic. If any of our members, universities, would like to assist, who should they contact? Should they contact Ms. Kimbu?
Yes, I think they can contact Ms. Kimbu.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Kimbu and Ms. Labuskagni, for that an overload of information and a lot to think about. People have been asking questions in the chat, and there are 2 hands, but we have to move on with the program. Our next speaker is Christo Jones, but I don't see him in the Zoom. Mankwe, have you been in contact with him?
Yes, I have. He was just here a minute ago. I'll just check him on the list of panelists. Maybe he dropped off.
Okay. All right. So while she is finding him, let me just see what else is there. What percentage of learners in the country are doing robotics and IT at grade? We've had that in the presentation. And then will the slides be forwarded to us? The slides will be available on the NSDF website, nsdf.org.za, as well as the presentations. Why are we introducing new subjects into a context that has been unable to deliver on past expectations? Should we not ensure that we become better at what we are doing? Maybe that's an important question that can be addressed. Elspeth, would you like to take that one?
Yes. Looking at the curriculum that we have put together for coding and robotics in foundation phase, especially. In foundation phase, we've got essentially three subjects, and there are other, but there's essentially three subjects: mathematics, languages, and life skills. We have integrated the coding and robotics skills into the three subjects to ensure, because there's only one teacher who will be teaching foundation phase. So we've integrated it such that in terms of the skills that are coming from coding and robotics, computational thinking skills or whatever are transferred, and with the activities that we then engage with in terms of mathematics and the life skills and languages, it actually assists to consolidate some of the work and make the work more exciting, and because the learners are very excited about coding and robotics. So this is one area where it's not like adding a load, it's actually coming up with an innovation that is making schooling more exciting for the learners. And then one of the benefits that come in as a bonus is when the learners are busy with coding and robotics, they also get other skills of computational thinking skills whilst they're busy with their language, or their life skills, and all of that. Karina can put it in better coding language. I'm saying it in layman terms. Karina, the benefit of having coding and robotics alongside the subjects that we have is actually assisting to strengthen the implementation of the subjects and ensure that the learners get the necessary essential skills. Karina?
Yes. The way that it's the coding and robotics, especially foundation phase, the unplugged part of it is designed very playful, very and it definitely has the potential to improve and to support. And I like the word synergy, to get that synergy between subjects where some of these skills will strengthen other subjects. And like coding and robotics is a subject that, as I mentioned in the IT slide, it's not got lots of content. It's more concepts that we are developing and skills. And by developing those, it will definitely strengthen other subjects. And by developing those, we actually, like a programmer, you use content from other domains. Your problems are coming from other domains. So we are using maths content, life skills content, language content, and we code those things, and we develop. We also show them the alignment between these.
Joyce West, you have your hand up. Would you like to talk?
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. I've been listening very carefully to everyone's discussions this morning, and I'm not a STEM expert at all, but I work in the field of early childhood care and education, as well as normal early childhood education. And at the moment, we are working on a groundbreaking project with SASL to develop teacher training programs that will be open access for all teachers worldwide to complete in the field of STEM, but specifically for ECCE, which is early childhood care and education, which is birth to 4 years. And one of the things that we are struggling with the most is to use the national framework that we have, which is very vague on the topics, and the type of things that needs to be addressed. So, we know that we have to use a play-based approach when it comes to birth to 4 years. But I think something that our teachers need to know more about is the type of topics that needs to be included. We know that coding and robotics is now introduced in grade R, but what happens before grade R, What are the type of skills that needs to be developed before they do coding and robotics in grade R? And I was wondering if there's any any of the experts here today who would like to join our think tank that we will be hosting in October, where we will meet and just discuss, you know, what is it that we need to look at? What is it that we need to include? Who wants to be involved in this? That would be wonderful. And I don't know if anyone would like to share thoughts on this, because it's, you know, it's such a big field that has basically no research in it. When we started drafting a list of experts, we needed people who are ECCE STEM experts, and that's kind of non-existing at the moment. So we're trying to find people who are STEM experts, but also people who are ECCE, and bring them together to form like a transdisciplinary team to help move this forward. Because, you know, if we keep on talking about university and high school and all of these type of targets, we kind of have to go back like the national plan and say, well, what does that look like for birth to 4? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Joyce West. You can send us something about it. Send it to inquiries@nstf.org.za, and we will distribute the appeal for people to work with you.
Thank you so much. And maybe just to add, I'm from the University of Pretoria.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Okay, Christo. No, he's fallen off again. Oh my goodness. I hope he finds a place where he can connect and stay connected. Selo Mokoena, is that an old hand, or do you want to speak?
No, thank you. It's an old hand. I can take an advantage.
Okay.
The lady for who we can contact, I mean, the investors can contact. Are we able to get her contact details?
Yes. Yes, we'll distribute that.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. I wonder if we shouldn't move on with the program and then come back later to Christo.
Yeah, but I wanted to answer Joyce to say that we're working with from grade R, but the ECD has moved over to DBE, and they are busy. They've requested our assistance in terms of putting together curriculum for grade RR and all that. So we will be keeping you updated on that as well.